Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch, and today is Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. If you're watching this live, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I see one thumbs up. Awesome. I believe that means you can hear me. Let me switch the camera around. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I don't see a comment yet, but I do see thumbs up. Hi, Erica. You're first a lot. Hi, Katie. How are you guys doing? Isn't this so cute? Okay, we've got Melissa, Laura, Patricia. So here's the box that we're making tonight. It opens up like this. So somebody, I believe it was last week, somebody asked about a milk carton box. And if y'all remember, I had one sitting on my desk that I was supposed to share with y'all at Christmas time, which I ran out of time. And isn't this so stinking cute? Sadly, I'd never made it. It never made it to my blog. But we're gonna make this one. Yeah, I'm looking inside there. I'm like, what did I put in there? Okay, so let me post the link for the live chick candy, and then I'll go pin it to the top. Hi, Lori. So that was you. Awesome. Yay. Okay, now I'm just going to remove all the words and just post the link. Okay, there we go. Now, let me pin that to the top. Y'all are probably going to hear my stomach growling. Maybe not, but probably so. Okay, there we go. It's pinned to the top. So if you're on YouTube, the link to enter to win the live prizes tonight has been posted, and I will share those with you guys now. I think there's enough of y'all that I can go ahead and share them. Let me close out of that. Okay. Yay, I'm glad you guys like the box. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm giving away 3 prizes tonight, but I have 5 gifts here. So whatever's not chosen will go back in the pot for next week, just like I did this week. So option A is these 2024-2026 in color shimmer dots. Option B is this fabric tray basket. Yeah. Option C is a chick stand. Option D is petal pink and white diagonal trim combo pack. And then option E is a wink of Stella. Okay. So at the end of the video, I'll do the giveaway. You do have to be present to win. Okay. So again, A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. Oh, I just remembered I'm saying okay again. Somebody said last week, not one of y'all, somebody somewhere said they hate when people say okay. I'm like, grr, what do I say? Okay, so this is the box we're making. It opens up like that. And inside here, it will hold, I love, love, love these Hawaiian shortbread crackers. Carrie sent these to me from Hawaii, and luckily, thank you, Carrie, you can get them on Amazon. So it will hold a few of these if you're looking for something that's not like chocolate, right? Okay, so The stamp set that we're using, well, here's the supplies. The stamp set that we're using is the Easter basket, and it has the coordinating dies, so the Easter basket dies and the Easter basket stamp set. I did look right before I went live, and it was still available. Yes, so this week I'm using product that is still available. Okay, so I did a little bit of work off camera because you guys already know I have to really limit how much I use my arms and neck, shoulder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the images, and then they have already been stamped and die cut, but I'm not going to be doing any die cutting on camera because I use my electric die cutting machine over there. But you can get all of your pieces out of a quarter sheet of basic white cardstock. Okay, so this is 5.5 by 4.25, which is a half, and I mean a quarter. Wait, just ignore what I said. This is a quarter sheet of basic white, right? Yeah, okay. Just ignore what I'm saying, but not. Okay, I'm putting this back in here so that I don't lose any dies. Once you lose a die, you're forever traumatized, right? Okay, so here is this. So those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, I like to talk about non-Stampin' Up! Things when I'm stamping. And maybe I should be talking about stamping the whole time, but I've done this for so long that I have to be me, and I'm going to talk about the things that are going on in my life. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've seen that I have ventured into sourdough bread making. And so today, this is Memento Ink. Today I did a blog post just sharing some pictures. I had already posted on Facebook, so those of you that are friends with me have seen it. But today I did the blog post just to share all the stuff that I bought on Amazon. And I wanted to tell you what my husband said, which is just hilarious, is that he asked me the other day, he's like, well, how much money have you spent? And I was like 200. And he was like, whoa, that's the most expensive loaf of bread ever. And I was like, dude, I'm going to have everything left over except for the flour, right? So we've laughed about it, but I've made 2 loaves now. So the sad part about all this, or not sad, the unfortunate part about all this is that he has to wash all the dishes because I still can't. It hurts so bad. In fact, I don't know if y'all can see. I've got that swelling back in my neck again. Anyway, okay, so then we would just use these dies and we would die cut everything. But I've already done that. So I'm going to take these out of their pocket and then we're going to color them. I'm going to put this back in here and this back just so I don't lose them. Yeah. So the colors we're using, this paper has very weird colors in it. I'm just going to say. Thank you, Lynn. Lynn says the photo of my bread looks amazing. It was so good. In fact, David, that night after I made it, after we ate it, he was like, I really didn't think you were going to pull it off. He was like, and I don't know why he didn't think it. I think maybe because the night before the loaf looked so hideous. I didn't think it was going to turn out. In fact, when I put it in the oven, I'm like, well, I'm just going to cook it anyway. It looks like a dud, but I'm going to cook it anyway. And it turned out beautifully. Okay, so I am using back to the project. I'm using Bubble Bath, Light Shy Shamrock, Lemon Lolly, and Smoky Slate. These have got multiple layers of labels on them. But yeah, here's my colors. Carol said she saw it and it looked yummy. Yeah, it was so good. Yes, I have an electric die cut machine over there. In fact, I've had one for years and years and years. I had one before anybody that I know had one. Okay, here we go. I am going to start with the dark smoky slate. And I'm going to go around the edges a little bit with the dark. Can y'all see? Yeah, you can. So we went to visit Chase and Jessica and Olivia on Sunday, and they were like, "Okay, where's our bread?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll make you guys a loaf too." So I made that second loaf yesterday, and then I think I'm gonna try to make some homemade crackers with the discard. Now I'm going to use the light smoky slate. Okay, bring this up a little bit closer. Okay, I forgot to do the nose. Now, normally I do the nose with pink, but this time I'm going to do a dark nose. And then for the bubble bath, I'm going to do the inside of the ear. I want the brush tip. So I have heard that the discard makes really good crackers. Dave is really excited. Okay, now I'm going to use the dark lemon lolly first on the flower. I did get my neck fused. Yes, I had two disc fused. Yes. See my scar? There's help with swelling, ginger by the root, and turmeric. Am I supposed to apply it or am I supposed to take it? Tammy, am I supposed to take that stuff or am I supposed to put it on my neck, my shoulders? Yeah. This is not really showing up. I'm wondering if I've got my, no, that's the light. Okay, now Shy Shamrock for the leaves and the stem. Now I thought about using the Easter egg, you know, that's in this stamp set, and I almost did, but I kind of wanted it to take up more room on this circle. You know what I mean? And especially, I've got the little Easter egg embellishments here, so I'm like, it's like the color is, can y'all see that? Those little Easter eggs? Yeah. Okay, we are done with the blends. Now we're ready to make our box. So what I'm going to do is put these back in this pocket and then we'll make the box. I did not print the box template. We have made this box before, so this is box template 153. You eat it or put it in a tea. Okay. The discard is you have to feed your sourdough bread every day. and you only keep a section of it, and then you discard the rest. So like 50 grams of starter, 50 grams of water, and like 65 grams of flour. So the 50 grams is what you're keeping, and then whatever's left in that jar, you discard it. Okay, now let me score this real quick. So on the 10, so this measures 8.5 by 10.5, okay? I noticed the other day that I haven't been really given measurements very well. So this is 8.5 this way, 10.5 this way. And we are going to score on the 10.5 inch side at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. And then we're going to turn it on the 8.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 2, 4.5, and 6.5. Wait, I don't want to put that in there, it'll fall off. Okay, so at this part of my video, I should say, hey, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love it if you would. Y'all know I don't say that very often, but I'm going to start saying it on every video now. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. There is a really fancy button that I could throw up there, but so the join special to get the Stampin' Positioner. Stampin' Positioner? Yes. It's ending very soon. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, where do I cut? Because I don't have the template with me. I have it on my screen. I'm laughing about you forgetting the dough in the fridge. Thank you, Joan. She says she's subscribed. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is cut this template out. So I'm going to start on this 1/2 inch side over here, okay? So I'm going to remove this first section right here. Okay, that's trash. I'm going to skip this, and then I'm going to cut on this line, and I'm going to go all the way across until I get to that last block. Now you could place this on your trimmer if you wanted to, and you could cut these out with your trimmer. It would be a little more precise. Okay, this is trash. Okay, now the 1/2 inch side is still over here on the right, so I'm going to cut up to this score line, cut up to this score line, and cut up to this score line. Over here on this side, we're going to cut on that score line. Okay? Oh, I said okay again, didn't I? So you had your fusion, you said 3 years ago. When did you start feeling good? Because I'm like really terrified that I've hurt myself because this swelling is all back. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use my corner rounder, and I'm going to round okay, there's that. I said okay again. I'm just not going to be able to do that. They're just going to have to unsubscribe to me because I cannot not say okay. Some people say which I just said it, but I don't regularly say it very often. Okay, so on this block right here and this block, you're going to make a tick mark at the 1 1/4. Hi, Jamie. Okay, so I'm going to place this here, and I wish I was going to see y'all it on stage, but there's absolutely no way I could go. Okay, and now this one. Sorry, my messy hair is in the camera, I'm sure. Me and my messy bun. And boy, is it messy. So now I'm going to take my stylus, the skinny end, and I'm going to score from this tick mark to this corner, and then from this tick mark to this corner, and then do the same thing here. So this tick mark to this corner, and this to this, okay? Now, it's a little bit easier if you place this on the Stampin' Pierce mat. It just, it scores smoother. Don't ask me why. It just does. Okay. Okay. And now this one. One more, and then we're ready to assemble the box. Okay. So what you want to do now is fold on those lines you just made. Now we need the tear and tape. So we're going to add it to this side here. Oh, that's so nice. Gidget says, say whatever I want to say. It's my channel. Ain't that the truth? Thank you. You're right. It is. You know, there's so many of us are people pleasers, right? Yeah, I know I'm among many fellow people pleasers. Okay. Let me get my take your pick tool. Okay. Peel this up, and then fold this over. And that just makes it just gives it like a perfect alignment, okay? Now, before we completely assemble the box, let's go ahead and add our paper. So we're going to add it to the front, the two sides, and then the very top. Now, on my box that I made today, I used a smaller measurement, and we're going to try a larger measurement this time, just to see which we prefer. So I used 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 on this one. And I want to see less of the balmy blue and more of the designer series paper. So that's why I changed the measurement. So we'll see which one we like best. Yeah, we'll see. Let me fold this down. Let me turn this over. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. I can't see worth a hoot. And then this is one of the other sides. Oh, and while I'm assembling this, for everyone that placed an order during the free shipping special, thank you guys so much. And those of you that took advantage of my, I know that one's crooked, of my one-day sale, because I was like, I had to throw something else out there, just going to say that the sale was not doing so great. So I decided to sweeten the pot. And those gifts, I shipped them today. Or I packaged them today. They're going in the mail tomorrow. I cannot see. That's the beauty of assembling this when the box is already assembled, because you can see the lines. I can't see the lines. Now this one. Ooh, we got to round the corners of this one. I almost forgot that step. That would not be good. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would not be good. Chase said the other night that that when he was out in the garage, he heard coyotes. They have a field next to their house, kind of like we have a field behind our house, and he heard the coyotes at his house. Okay, so now I'm going to add adhesive to this piece here because this is the front bottom flap, okay? Fold in, fold over, and then fold. And then we have to add, so you can see how the sides are folding in. Ruh-roh, come on. You got to hold your mouth right. So now we want to add a Velcro dot to keep this box closed. California was not on Dolores's bucket list. You know, I've never been to Long Beach. I would have liked to have gone, but there is just I can't lift a suitcase yet. I'm still not even cleared, so there's absolutely no way I could have gone. Yeah. I think this makes what the third Stampin' Up event I've missed. And I cashed out of the Alaska trip as well. Okay, so I'm going to peel the backing off of this. They said that it could take up to a year to be healed, you know, from the surgery. So I want to make sure that I don't do anything to re-injure myself. Although using that lamb punch really jacked me up. That's when the swelling came back. So hopefully I didn't do anything. Okay. I don't want to peel my Velcro dot back up, so now I'm opening it up and now I'm giving it a good press. Hey, Sarah. Okay, since I've got this open, I'm going to go ahead and add the ribbon. So on this box, I used the Balmy Blue sheer ribbon, which I thought it went really well. But I'm going to do like a little test and see what I think about the gingham. I so love gingham, but one of the reasons why I didn't use it when I made the box today is because I kind of felt like the gingham interfered with the plaid. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to tie it real quick and see what I think. And if I don't like it, then I always say I have to stop talking when I tie ribbon. If I don't like it, I'm going to untie it and use the other ribbon. We'll see. I still kind of think that the gingham interferes with the plaid. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? It interferes with it, doesn't it? I think it interferes. Hey, Marissa. I'll miss you too. Sarah says she's drooling over my sourdough. It was so good. Okay, let me know. What do you think? Use the gingham or not use the gingham? I really think it kind of interferes with the plaid. It does, right? Katie says I'm right. Yeah, I just don't care for it. And I love this ribbon. Like I could buy like 10 spools of this ribbon. I love it so much. I love gingham, anything gingham. But I feel like the sheer goes with this box better. So going back to my original one. Some liked it and some didn't. Clashes. That was a better term, right? It clashed a little bit. Yeah. And I think this the sheer ribbon is actually on sale in the online store when I looked it up today, because I had to make sure it was still available. After last week's product not being available, I was like, okay, I'm going to check today before I show anything. I have learned my lesson. Okay. Sorry, I don't work as fast as I did before surgery. It'll come back to me. So y'all remember last year when I went to a Lori Holt quilting retreat? And it's called a Lori Holt quilting retreat because that's just what we take to work on. We're all bringing a Lori Holt kit to work on. I signed up for it again. And I'm hoping and a praying that I can. Everybody has said they'll lift my machine, they'll help me. I told David the other day he's probably going to have to cut some fabric. He's going to probably have to cut some fabric for me because I have not yet. I mean, I still can't hardly even cut paper, let alone fabric. But he said that he would if he had to. The reason I brought that up is because these are the Lori Holt scissors. That's why I'm, yeah. Lane swerve. I saw a squirrel. Okay, so we're going to attach this circle here, right in the middle. And then we're going to attach the greeting up top up here. Well, let me move this bow up a little. Hey, I have to tell y'all something. David and I watch the Olympics every night. And every single time we turned on the TV, it felt like they were doing the curling. And I was like, I got to the point where I was like, I'm done with curling. We went to this restaurant. We went out to eat the other night. Last Friday, we went out to eat. And the whole time we were there, curling was on. I'm like, I want to see something else. I kind of just felt like, and maybe it was because of the time that we watched it, but yeah. Did y'all watch it? What did you think? Okay. Little bunny foo-foo's going right there. And then we got to get the flower. I'm glad y'all like it. Yeah, I told David this morning, I said, I don't feel very good. I have a lot of pain. And I said, I'm just going to make a super simple card. And then I came down here and I looked at that box that box last week that I showed y'all that I never got to make for Christmas. And I was like, hey, I could make that pretty easily for Easter, right? Because it's not hard to color a bunny and a flower. So yeah, when I went up for lunch, I was like, okay, I pulled it off. So the embellishments are called Easter Assortment. It's in the same suite of product that all of these items are in. I wanted to see the bobsleds too. I don't know how the curling people got the time slots, but I was like, come on, show me something exciting. And goodness gracious, hopefully none of y'all have any curling people in your family and you're like, hey, my niece was in there. I watched hours and hours and hours of it. So it wasn't that I didn't like it or didn't enjoy it. It was just like I felt like that's all I was watching. Yeah, I'm not flaming them. I'm just saying. I watched so many hours of curling. And then, of course, everybody on Facebook is pretending with their Swiffer to be in their, what's those vacuum cleaners that, I can't remember. It's not Roku because that's the little TV box thingy. I can't remember. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The, I don't have one. I bought one, but I gave it to my nephew. Okay. Isn't that so cute? I love it, love it, love it. Somebody the other day said they didn't even know I was still doing stamping. If it was you, you didn't hurt my feelings. But it's just my health, and then David's health, and then my health. Okay. Cute, right? Roomba. Yeah. That's what you're talking about. Or that's what I was talking about, the Roomba. Yeah, they're doing the Swiffer with the Roomba. It was funny the first time I saw it, but not after, 5,000 people did it. So cute. So this is my first Easter project for this season. Hopefully I'll make more. So I've got some things to share with y'all before y'all leave. Don't take off yet. Product of the month for March starts on March 1st. And it's this super cute stamp set called Notes of Spring. Look at the little bunny with the big ears and the little deer and the duck. Super cute, right? And it has good greetings. A little note of thanks, especially for you, and happiest birthday wishes. Okay, so that's for March, which will be in a few days. And then the chick candy for last week. Nope, that's this week. Last week's chick candy was this, okay? There was only 56 of y'all that left comments. Yeah, there was only 56 entries when I drew the winner. So our winner for this one is Barbara Harold. So Barbara, you are the winner. I need your address so that I can ship it to you. And here is my claim form. And it's hidden. So let me remove a couple pictures and you'll see it. Where is it? Nope, wrong one. Come on. There we go. Okay. So Barbara, here's my claim form. Okay. I'm going to remove that. Okay. So now for this week, let me put the image up. I've only thrown it up there how many times? So Balmy Blue, Flirty Flamingo, So Saffron, Soft Seafoam, right? Yeah, and Gorgeous Grape. So 5 ink pads. And all you have to do to enter to win is leave a comment on this video when it's over, okay? I'll announce the winner next Tuesday. I think that's it. So we're ready to do the live drawing. I got to put these somewhere. Okay. Any questions before we do the live drawing? I was wondering, is there anything else I'm supposed to share with y'all? Nope. Oh, well, yeah. So, don't forget about the join special, right? If you join my team, you get a free Stampin' Positioner. I struggle with saying that, don't I? And then the February specials, don't forget to redeem your coupons if you haven't redeemed them. I think most of y'all redeemed them during the free shipping special. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the prizes. Let me recap them. Oh, let me take this off here real quick. Actually, I'll put this over here. That way... Oh, I forgot I made me a rectangle today. I'm not really even in the camera, am I? Oh, well. It's fine that y'all only see half of me, right? Okay, let me get the rest of these. So A, B, C, D, and E. So be thinking about which item you want if your name is drawn. And then let me set these over here. And I'm going to go download the spreadsheet real quick so that we can do... Hey, Stephanie. Oh, I cut out on YouTube? That's strange. I wonder why. So did I lose all my people? I froze on... So multiple people are saying that I froze... Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to go get all the entries for the live prizes, and we will get started. Now, where am I going? I got to get the entries. I'll tell y'all how many entries we have before I copy them too. We have 131 entries, so hopefully I had 131 people watching, right? What did I just do? Okay, download. Save to my folder. And today's date is 2. I had to think about it. Okay. Copy. I'm about to share my screen, so Rutro, come back here. Okay. Screen share. Let me turn the volume up. Here we go. Okay, congrats, Judy. You are our first winner. And I just need to know which item you want. You have 3 minutes to claim your prize. So we are looking for Judy Balmer. Ramona, I can see your comment. Yes. So Judy is our first winner. And your choices are A, B, C, D, or E. Thank you. Okay, Judy. Winner number 1. And while we're waiting, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so that whoever wins, there's the form to fill out to claim the prize. It looks like it's lagging a little bit. Yeah. So the comments are coming across, but it's a little lagging. Katie, I'm excited about the change. I wish it was happening sooner. Can you show the sewn basket sides? Yes. Yep. There you go. There is a serious delay. Yep. It always happens. But what is D? D is ribbon. So D is, let me take it out of here. It's petal pink and white ribbon. So it's 2 rolls of ribbon. No. I haven't, Katie. So Karen says there's no sound. Really? That's strange. So is everybody on YouTube? Is there no sound? You're welcome. Okay. I'm going to go over to YouTube myself and see if there's sound. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, view my channel. There is sound, so I don't know why some of you don't have sound. The 3 minutes is almost gone, so it's literally over. So did anybody see Judy's comment? So Judy, it has been 3 minutes, so I am going to draw a new name unless you guys saw her comment, and I didn't. Yeah. Did anybody see the comment? I don't think so. Okay, so we're going to draw a new name. Sorry about that. The only other option I would have is that in the future I could do the drawing after the fact, right? But then there would be, there would be no reason to have, I'm losing my train of thought. I just got to stop talking. I got to go back to the form. Okay, not talking. I'm losing my train of thought. Here we go. Sue Ann, congrats. You are our winner. I need to know which item you would like, and I have just set the timer. Okay. So, Sue Ann, option A, which is these embellishments. Option B, that fell out of there. This is D. This is B. I don't know where D sticker went. Where did D sticker go? This is D. We'll put another D on there. Oh, it's on the bag. Durr. There you are. Okay, so Sue Ann, which one would you like? A, B, C, D, or E? Wink of Stella, ribbon, chick stand, basket, or embellishments? Yeah. You want A? You got it. Okay, so now we're going to redraw the second winner. So let me share my screen again, and here we go. Congrats, Joy. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen. And Joy, Moody, your choices are, man, my timer's at the halfway mark. So your choices are B, C, D, or E. Joy Moody. Okay, so Judy is here now. I'm going to let the I'm going to let everyone tell me what they prefer. So all of you guys that are here, Judy is here now. And so are you guys okay if I allow her to choose one of these gifts? Or do you prefer that I stick to the rules? So I need to hear from you guys. So I'm waiting to hear from Joy about prize number 2. And then, so we're waiting to hear from Joy. And then also for those of you that are here, are y'all okay if I let Judy pick one of the items? So while we're waiting to hear from Joy, let her pick. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. Okay. So Judy, you're welcome to pick an item. Thank y'all. Yes. And that's funny because as we were looking, there was no comments, but there is seriously a lag. So Joy gets to choose an item, and then Judy gets to choose an item. Okay. So because y'all did that, I'm going to give away 4 gifts tonight instead of 3 gifts. Okay. So I was only going to give 3. Now I'm going to give 4. Okay. Yeah. Because y'all were so kind to do that. Perfect. So, so now I'm wondering, is Joy here also? And yeah, so everyone, so we're saying let her pick after Joy. So, but I don't see Joy here either. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do 4 gifts, but I'm still waiting to hear from Joy. And what I could do to make this move faster, I could just hop over to Facebook myself really quick because it looks like maybe there's a lag over there. Judy, which item do you want while we're waiting to hear from Joy? And if you guys both choose the same thing, I'm kind of thinking that she's not here. Both of them are on Facebook. Okay, Judy, go ahead and let me know which item you would like, okay? Yeah. So Judy, which item would you like? Hopefully you're still here. Yeah, I think all platforms are really wonky right now. I don't know why, but yeah. So we've got Joy and we've got Judy. I'm just waiting to hear from one of you or both of you. Both of you actually. Yes. Which item would y'all like? The timers have all okay, so Judy says she wants the basket, and Judy, you have it. Okay, so now we're gonna just set this aside. Now I'm gonna go ahead and draw another winner while we're waiting. I don't normally wait, but since there's such a terrible lag, let me share my screen, and here we go. Marsha, congrats. Okay, hopefully you're here. Which item would you like? Yeah, B was the basket for Judy. Okay, so options are Chick Stand, Winka Stella, or the Ribbon Combo Pack. If you guys only knew how much stuff I have in this house that I need to get rid of, either give away or sell, I mean, seriously, I have got to figure out a way to get stuff out because I had purchased a lot of stuff for Card Club and I can't do Card Club again. I cannot handle the massive cutting, the massive assembly line, and I really miss the assembly line process. Okay, you want the ribbon. Awesome. Thank you. You got it. Okay. The ribbon. Let me put it back in its bag. So did we ever hear from Joy? You got it. I'm going to put your name in there. So I don't think that we ever heard from Joy. And I think that the lag is done because we've just covered the next gift, right? So I'm going to go ahead and draw one more winner since y'all confirm for me, right? You did not see Joy's comment, right? No. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again and we're going to give away one more gift. Susan, congrats. Cabachc. Okay, you want the chick stand or the Wink of Stella? And you have 3 minutes to reply. Yeah. So C or not C. Yeah, C or E. Which item would you like, Susan? I see Susan there telling me that the other person's choice, right? So Susan, which item would you like? C or E? Chick stand or Wink of Stella? So for those of you that don't know what a chick stand is, it just will hold take your pick tool, or it will hold a paper piercer, and I even put needles and pins on the side. Yes, congrats, Susan. You want the chick stand. You got it. Okay, so for our winners tonight, this is the form to fill out because I need your address, okay? I'm going to move this over here and move this over here. There we go. This will be put back in the kitty for next week, okay? So now, any last minute questions before? Oh, well, yay, I'm glad you like your chick stand. Perfect. Lots of people do. Yeah. And I still have a lot of those as well. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say I might have chick stands for the rest of my life, right? So any last minute questions? Oh yeah, I still have them for sale on my website. Yeah, in fact, I can get you the link real quick because they are over there. Yeah, here you go. Here's the link to the chick stand. Thank you. Yeah, so any last minute questions before I sign off? There'll be a free PDF over on my website tomorrow. It'll include the box template and then pictures of the project. Yeah. I'm not sewing right now since I had surgery. I don't have, yeah, I wish. I hope I get to sew again very soon, but I can't even iron my clothes, let alone iron fabric. I wish. Kim says I shipped 4 of them to the UK years ago. Yeah, before shipping got really crazy, right? Shipping is so awful. The price right now is so bad. You know, the crazy thing is I told David the other night, shipping's never going to go down either. Like now that they've raised the rate so much, they're not going to ever say, "Oh, well, we raised it too high. Let's drop it back down." It's going to always be crazy. Where do you fill out the form? Yeah, this right here will take you this QR code. You can scan it with your phone, or this is the link right here, chickenscratch.com/chick candy. It's easier just to scan that QR code. Yeah. Or you can email me if that's easier. Dawn, I do not know yet because I don't have them in my possession yet, right? So I don't know. Where did I get my cute sweatshirt? The colors are always pretty. This one is a Levi's, so I got this one at Kohl's. Yes, Kohl's is right down the road from our house, and yeah, and anytime I can find pink, I buy pink. Just like my pink glasses, my phone case on my phone is pink. My nails are pink. Um, if I can buy something in pink, I do. Yeah, but Kohl's is where I got this one. Um, I can't. I have to wear zip up sweatshirts because of the girls. I've tried, pulling sweatshirts over the top, and I just don't like them. How do you scan the code? Oh, you just take your phone. Let's pretend my iPhone is in here. Do you have a smartphone? If you take your phone and open up the camera, and your camera focuses on the QR code, it'll take you right to the link. But you know what? You can just email me. It's probably easier for you to email me. So let me give you my email. helpdesk@chickenscratch.com. There you go. Lynn says, what was the romper you got on Amazon? I still wear that too. It's very comfortable. I look like a Teletubby in it, but it's so comfortable, and I have like 5 of them because it's so super comfy. Lynn, did you want the link to that? Uh, Okay, I'm not the only one about the pullovers. They do not look right on me. I swear they do not look good. Lynn, if you want the link to the romper, let me know. I can go look for it real quick. But I'm not sure if you're wanting the link or not, if you're just asking me about it. I don't even remember, what was it called? It wasn't actually called a romper. What was it called? Oh, here it is. It's called a jumps. It's called a jumpsuit. Um, I'm telling you, it's the most comfortable thing. But I think it was my sister, or maybe it was my sister's husband, that said that it looked like a Teletubby. I don't care. I still wear it. It is so comfortable. You know, when you're in your house, it's like, okay, do you look like a Teletubby or do you wear your pajamas? Okay, I just posted the link. Yeah, I'll be honest and tell you, get the black. The black looks better than the gray. I got the gray one. It kind of looks like you're in your pajamas, so just get the black one. It looks better. Uh, I started something new this week, and I did my blog post about the sourdough bread, and I listed all the things that I purchased for my sourdough endeavor. So I think I'm going to start every week incorporating that into my blog post, like, what did I order this week on Amazon? Um, and let me tell you, I am always looking for deals and cool things. For example, the bread knife that I had to use for sourdough bread does not cut it. Like, I actually had to give the knife to David because it did not work. So I put that question online, and I found a really cool sourdough knife. So like next week, I'll post the link to that. Yeah. So I'm going to start doing that every week. Are the sizes true to size for the romper? No, they're a little big. Yeah, yeah, they're a little big. They run a little big. Now, Amazon's great about returns. So if you order the medium and it doesn't fit, just return it for another size. Or you can do like me and you can order one of the medium and one of the large and return the one that don't fit, right? I decided to keep both of them because they both fit. One was just baggier than the other. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you, Rosemary. Kim says she lives in her PJs. I used to in our old house, but this house where I'm at, these people don't know me. Like all my neighbors at the other house, our kids all grew up together. I'm still friends with them. I love them. I miss them. I could walk out in my pajamas and they would never, think twice about it. But this this neighborhood's different. Um, what treat did I put in my box? Let me show you. Are they in here? Yeah, they're in here. So I put these Hawaiian shortbread cookies. They're really, really, really yummy, especially the guava one. Um, there's a bunch of different flavors. They're on Amazon. I gave you guys the link in the description for this flavor, but they fit in there perfect. But you can fit Reese cups and all those snack size candies. They all fit in there. We love sourdough bread too. But I'm not going to be making loaves every day. There's too many dishes to wash. Oh, a drawer full of Harry Potter PJs. That's funny. Don't you miss the days that a new Harry Potter movie would come out in the winter, or a new Lord of the Rings movie, or a new Avengers movie? It's like, what happened to movie making? Jeez Louise. It's like COVID killed more than like people. It killed the movie industry. It's like, when my kids were growing up, it was like every year we would go to a movie right around Christmas time. We'd always go to like the midnight showing. There's never movies like that anymore. Although Brooke and I are going to see the Elvis movie, the Elvis show on Saturday. David's going fishing, so Brooke and I are going to see Elvis. I can't wait. I know I'm going to cry the whole movie because I love him so much. So any Elvis fans out there, have you seen the new Elvis show? I think it started already, right? I haven't even looked at the times. Okay, are y'all still there? The chat has stopped. Maybe y'all are gone. I should probably sign off. David's probably saying, okay, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. Where'd she go? Okay, maybe I will sign off because I don't see any more chats. I've lost you. Okay, so Rhonda's here. It's just me and you, Rhonda. Or maybe nobody knew what to say about me saying that there was no good movies anymore. Okay, there's Katie. Okay, you love Elvis too. Good. Yeah. There's a couple of us. Oh, there y'all are. Wanda says she's new to my channel and would like prayers for her husband's healing from COVID. Wanda, we will definitely say a prayer for your husband for sure. Absolutely. My in-laws just had both my mother-in-law and my father-in-law just had COVID. We had to go down there and visit them. We had to put on the face shield, the face mask, the gloves, the gown. And luckily they are both, Ron is 86 and Kate is 83. And luckily they are doing okay. So thank goodness. Yeah. Okay, I don't even know what's going on with the chat box, but guys, I really don't. Joy, the ribbon has already been spoken for, and that was like 15 minutes ago. I am sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was like 15 minutes ago, though. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, the ribbon's already gone. Everything, the giveaway is already over. I don't know what happened, but there was no comments. Sorry about that. Yeah. So for those of you that are for our prayer warriors, say a little prayer for Wanda's husband that has COVID. And yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off too. Stephanie, you're here. You're watching on Facebook. Is everything has everything been fine on Facebook tonight? Was there a real lag or anything? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, you guys. Your free PDF will be available tomorrow over on my website, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Same time, same place. Have a great week.